Hey guys, it's Elisa, and today I have a book haul. I know I haven't had those in a very long time. I know I didn't have one in the month of July or in the month of August. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to see a bunch of ebooks, but I will show you now everything that I purchased in the month of July and August in ebooks, and I do have a couple of surprises. So, yes. So, I'm kind of going to go quickly through just the ebooks on there. I'll let you know a little bit of what they're about if I can remember, to be honest, because I bought them such a long time ago. The majority were in the chunk of July, I think, or kind of half and half, something like that. But I might have purchased them because the synopsis sounded great, but then, well, I don't remember. So I will go ahead and leave the Goodreads links down below. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out or add it onto your to be read list, yes, it'll be down below. So yeah, the first book that I went ahead, or the first ebook, I should say, that I went ahead and purchased was The Midnight Air by Cassandra Clare. This is the fourth book in the Bane Chronicles. I don't know what it is about. The only reason why is because I'm afraid it might ruin something or give me a surprise into something that I don't want to know. So I'm kind of staying away from them until at least I finish the Infernal Devices series. So the next book that I went ahead and purchased was Shattered Emotions by Carrie Ann Ryan. This is the fifth book in the Redwood Pack series. It is a romance, a paranormal romance. It's werewolves and finding their mates. And yes, this one I've only read up until book three, three and a half, because there's like novellas in between. I think I've read up until there. I haven't read 4 or 5, but there was like this big all-out battle towards that end and then kind of rebuilding. So I'm assuming that's where they are still at. The next book that I got was the novella for The Darkest Minds in Time by Alexandra Bracken. I have not read it, don't know what it's about. I purchased it because I like that series and I do want to read it, but I think I'm going to wait until the second book comes out, like closer to that time frame. The next book that I got was Frigid by Jay Lynn, who is also Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is a new adult book, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what it's about, but yes. The next one that I got was Fading by E.K. Blair, and this one was amazing. I did a review for it. I even had a giveaway, so that video, I'll link it down below so that you guys can go ahead and check it out. The next book that I bought was Surrender Your Love by J.C. Reid. This follows Brooke and Jet. It is a romance novel. I really enjoyed the first one. I even bought the second one, Conquer Your Love. I have read both of these already. I mentioned them in my July and August wrap up, so I will link that down below as well. The next ebook that I purchased was After the Fall by Ariane Wayne. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is a contemporary romance. Boy meets girl. They have a 3-month fling, and then she runs away, and boy not being able to forget her. Something like that. It was like, I want to say 99 cents when I purchased it. I can't remember. It was in July. The next book that I purchased was Own the Wind. Yes. Own the Wind. It's a chaos novel by Kristen Ashley. There was one of my Goodreads friends that told me that this was on sale for 99 cents, so I went ahead and purchased it. It's a romance with motorcycles and stuff in it, so we'll see how that turns out. The next ebook that I purchased was Unbreak Me by Lex Ryan. This is a new adult book that follows a girl who is like the black sheep of the family, and the only person that cared about her, she kind of ruined that, and a year later he's about to marry her sister or something like that. Sounded interesting, so I bought it. The next book that I got was The Redemption of Callie and Caden by Jessica Sorensen. I own the first book, and I decided to buy the second book because everybody says the first book is good, which I still have not read, but I tend to want to wait till at least more than one is out if it is a series or a duology or a trilogy or anything like that. The next ebook that I purchased was The Rise of the Hotel de Mort by Cassandra Clare. This is the fifth one in the Bane Chronicles, and as the title suggests, I'm assuming it's about the rise of the Hotel de Mort. I don't know more of that. The next ebook that I got for after that one was Into the Deep by Samantha Young. This is her first new adult book. I love a lot of what she writes. After that, I did go ahead and purchase Kiss of Destiny by Deborah Cook. This is the third novella in the Dragon Legion novella series. It is part of the Dragonfire series that she writes. I have read the first 5 books and I really, really enjoy it. I also like the young adult series that she writes, the Dragonfire Diaries. Anything that she writes I tend to buy because I have not been stirred wrong by her. After that I purchased Savage Rhythm by Chloe Cox. Don't remember what it's about, but I did buy it for I think 99 cents. After that I bought Out From Under You by Sophie Swift. I really like the synopsis of this one when I originally bought it. That I remember. Don't remember what it's about. After that, the next ebook that I purchased was Deeper by Blue Ashcroft. This is a new adult book. And this one, I like the cover of it, but that wasn't the only reason why I bought it. There was something that I saw on Goodreads. This one is about a girl. Her name is Rain. I think her boyfriend dies, swears off men forever. Then she kind of hooks up with somebody who ends up being her boss, and it goes from there. I don't know. I liked it. I liked the synopsis. After that, I went ahead and got A Brutal Tenderness by Marta Eros. This is the companion to A Terrible Love, and I really enjoyed The Terrible Love book, so I went ahead and got the second one, and I am hoping to read it in the month of September. The next book after that I went ahead and got was The Fall of Five by Pittacus Lore. This is the fourth book in the Lauren Legacies series. I've read the first 2 books. I do own the third one. I own them all in ebook, so that is why I purchased the fourth one in ebook. One of these days I will get them in hardback or paperback. I haven't decided, but I will get a physical copy of them in the near future. After that, I went ahead and purchased If You Leave by Courtney Cole. This is the second book in the Beautifully Broken series. I read the first one in the month of April, I want to say. It could have been March, but I know that one I gave it like 3 out of 5 stars, but I know I'm intrigued enough that I did want to go to pick up the second book, so I did go ahead and buy it. And then the last book that I went ahead and purchased in ebook is Origin by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this is the fourth book in the Lex series, and I can't wait. I am super eager to read it. I've kind of been putting it off just because I felt bad about not finishing the Infernal Devices, so ebooks that I went and purchased. I know it was a lot, but it was in the month of July and August that I acquired all those books. I did buy physical books in the month of August. A lot of them were pre-orders, so I didn't break my rule on there. I think I only bought one book that was not a pre-order. So let's get right into that. So the first book I'm going to go ahead and show you is not the first book that I purchased, but it's just the first one I grabbed, and that is City of Bones, the first in the Mortal Instruments series. This is the movie tie-in cover. I've showed you guys this one before. I just want to show it again just because it's super pretty. The next book that I went ahead and got was The Darkest Craving by Jenna Showalter. This is book 10 in the Lords of the Underworld series. My goal was to go ahead and read it in the month of August because it came out at the end of July, and I didn't get it till like the beginning of August or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I, again, have not had a great reading month for August, but I will get to it soon. The next thing that I want to go ahead and show you is not a book, but it is a book bag. It is the Jungle Book. I don't know if you can see it. I'm a little too close. Oh, there. Okay. So this is the Jungle Book. I got it at Barnes& Noble. It was like $2 or something like that. It's just a little bag when I go shopping since I'm off my band now. And I can use it when I go to like used bookstores and thrift stores and stuff like that. I can take it with me. It's a reusable bag and it does have goodies inside. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what's in here. The first book that I have is The Distance Between Us by Cassie West. I don't know what this book was about. I had a coupon and I wanted to use it. So one day I went to Barnes& and Nobles and purchased this book with the coupon. It was like $7. I like the back of it, and it's about a girl named Cayman Myers. It's like poor girl, rich boy kind of get together, something like that. Yeah, it intrigued me enough that I wanted to go ahead and purchase it. Plus, it was like super cheap, and it's a new book. So, the next book that I purchased that same day was Greek Legends and Stories by M.V. Seton Williams. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This book was only $5. It was in the bargain section of Barnes& and Nobles, and I am a big sucker for mythology. Like most mythology, like Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Norse. Like I like mythology, and it's a really small book. It was $5, and I liked some of the stories in here. It has like the Olympians, the birth of Apollo and Artemis, the Argonauts and the search, the for the Golden Fleece, and yeah, other stories in here. So I will probably read this. I'll probably read like one, two stories at a time whenever I want some mythology. The next book that I got was Down London Road by Samantha Young. I do own the first one in this series, which is On Dublin Street. I have not read it yet. Samantha Young is someone that anything that I've read from her, I've always enjoyed, and yeah, I went ahead and got The Bitter Kingdom by Ray Carson. This is the third and final book in the Girl of Fire and Thorns trilogy, I guess is what it's called, because it's what it says above the author's name. I can't wait to read this series. I was going to go ahead and read it back in, I want to say July, but because I knew that the third book was going to come out, I was going to go ahead and wait. So now that I have them, I can't wait to go ahead and read this series. After that, oh no, okay, so it's not, I should have showed it to you guys earlier and I totally forgot. There's this thing that Melissa De La Cruz is doing. I'm part of her newsletter. So a while back she had sent out a newsletter saying that anybody that had pre-ordered Frozen and sends in like a copy of their order, like their pre-order form or whatever, like if you get it from Amazon, like your receipt. Basically, if you send a copy of that, you would get like goodies. So at the time, it just said Blue Blood goodies, but it didn't say what kind. Well, no, it said Blue Blood and swag for Frozen, I think, is the way I read it. I don't know, it was a couple months ago. But I did go ahead and fill it out, and then that was it. Like, I didn't expect to, I thought I was going to get an email back, or I didn't think it was going to be something so soon. But one day I came home from work, and there was a package on my kitchen table, and it was just really weird. Let me show it to you. So, of course, the package is already open. It came, it came in the early July. Okay, so I got this package, right? And it had, let me see if I can show you. It has, like, the from, but it has like no name. Like I didn't know who it was coming from. But it was to me, right? And I was like, I didn't order anything. I didn't accidentally order anything. And I was like, oh my God, did I lend somebody my eBay account, like one of my family members, and they order something? Like I couldn't remember or anything like that, so I was really scared to open this, but I was like, might as well. I opened the package, and inside was a book. It is Blue Bloods by Melissa De La Cruz. This is the first book in this series. I own this book already. I own all of them, but what I don't own is a signed copy. So that was super cool. I was super excited. I was like jumping up and down. I was like, whew, it's like nothing scary in the package. It was actually fun. So, yes, I now have 2 copies of this book. I adore the Blue Bloods. It's one of my guilty pleasures. I love Melissa de la Cruz. I've said that in past videos. So yeah, I was super excited, super happy. I was not expecting something like so fast from that email, but it was cool. That's a cool thing. Like I haven't had an author send me a signed copy or something that I hadn't paid for in a while. So yes, I was excited for that, for this. And oh, last but not least, I want to guys show you this because I think it's super cool, and I was super, super, super happy when I got it. So to tell you like this quick little short story, I guess. One of my dreams is to go to Europe, but one of the reasons why I want to go to Europe is because I want to go to Shakespeare and Company. If you don't know what Shakespeare and Company is, it's a very famous bookstore in Paris. I know that there's other branches in other cities. I know that there's one like in New York City, but I do want to go to the one in Paris just so that I can see, I mean, just to be there. Like, it's a very old bookstore and everything like that. So my cousin was going to Paris for a study abroad thing for, I don't know, 2 weeks, I think, or something like that. She was going and she had asked like everybody what they wanted, and I told her, I was like, she's like, well, what book? And I was like, well, I don't know what books they have there. And I really didn't want a French book because I don't know how to read French and I don't want to learn French. No offense, I just didn't want to. So I didn't know what I wanted. So I just told her, just get me a bag. Like, a bag is fine with me. Like, a bag from there that had, like, the stamp, and I would be okay with it. Like, so when she was in Paris, she sent me a text message, but I got it, like, 3 hours later because I was asleep. But she had texted me, like, oh, what's your favorite author? And I already knew by the time I answered her, she probably wasn't there anymore, but I answered anyway. So I told her, and yeah. So fast forward, she came home, gave everybody her gifts. I didn't see her for like another week after she was back. So we were gonna go hang out, and she gave me this brown little bag, like brown paper bag, and I was like, oh my god, I got a bag, and she's all like, there's something in there, stupid, and I was like, oh, okay, like, because I told her just to get me a bag, like I didn't expect anything. So I'm super appreciative. I super love her for it. But what she went ahead and got me was this little like tote. So this is Shakespeare and Company, right? It says it right there. I should like move back a little bit. So this is a little bag, and I love the front of this bag. I think it is super cute. It's super, I love the picture. I love the books and everything on there. And I love the little quote. I'm getting out of frame. Okay, I'm going to cover my face. I can show you. And I love the quote that it says there. You know, I can't read it because I can't see it right now, and I don't know it by memory, but I do love this bag. I was like, this is gonna be my book bag. So anytime I'm taking like my book, my Nook, my tablet, like stuff like that goes into this bag, and then I have my purse. Like, that's what I've been doing lately. I take this bag with my book and my little snacks to work and my purse, and everybody's like, why are you carrying 2 bags around? But yeah, this is my very long book haul for July and August, plus some little surprises, some little bags that I got from Barnes& and Nobles and from Paris. So thank you to my cousin Jenny. I love you a lot for this bag. I super adore it, and I am super grateful that you got me something. So yes, I hope you guys liked this book haul. If you have any questions about any of the books, or if you guys have read any of the books that I mentioned, leave it in the comments down below. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!